Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories that we're tracking for you on Thursday, the 19th of May. Results of Indian provincial elections 2016 declared. 7 die in Azerbaijan's cargo plane crash in Afghanistan. And Tim Cook inaugurates Apple Maps development office in South Indian city. And now for all the details. Results of provincial elections in India were announced on Thursday. While anti-incumbency was seen in Assam and Kerala, ruling parties in West Bengal and Tamil Nadu retained power.
After days of campaigning and polling, curtains have been lifted on parties' performances in the recently held provincial polls in India. In northeastern province of Assam, the Bharatiya Janata Party or the BJP registered a historic victory by dislodging Congress Party, which had been in power for the last 15 years. BJP will be ruling for the first time ever in the region. In the southern province of Kerala too, Congress party-led United Democratic Front has been unseated by the Left Democratic Front led by the Communist Party of India Marxist. For the first time, BJP has opened its account in the state. In neighbouring Tamil Nadu province, the AIADMK party led by J. Jayalalitha has been able to retain power after a neck-and-neck battle with the DMK Congress alliance. In the eastern province of West Bengal, the Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress party resisted anti-incumbency, winning for yet another term. The combine of Left Front and Congress could not face Banerjee.
If we look at the outcome, there are some big issues and a big picture that emerges is that the Congress party is no longer being seen as a dominant single party or as an important pole. As Mr. Arun Jaitley says, it's been reduced to the tail ender of an alliance. We saw that in Bihar, it's coming here. Wherever they've had governments, they seem to be clearly losing it. The mandate is voting consistently against the Congress party as a party, which means that the BJP is now also seen as an alternative to form government in states like Assam, which is significant, opening accounts in states like Kerala, expanding its footprint in states like Tamil Nadu and West Bengal.
The only silver link for the Congress party was the federally administered Puducherry, where it won the election in an alliance with the DMK.
Apple has opened a new office in India's southern Hyderabad city for the development of its map service for various Apple products. This is the second major development Apple has made during Tim Cook's maiden visit to India as Apple's CEO.
Apple CEO Tim Cook arrived in India's southern Hyderabad city on Thursday with a team of his associates to open a new office that will focus on development of its Maps product. The new facility will provide a world-class LEED certified home for the expanding Maps team. This investment will accelerate Maps development and create up to 4,000 jobs. In India, Apple Maps has remained a neglected feature and doesn't offer the kind of options that Maps does in the US, Europe and China. But now this is set to change with the new dedicated development office for Maps in India. Cook's visit has seen two top developments from the company. Yesterday, Apple announced that it will open a new iOS app development center in India's southern Bengaluru city to encourage startups and app developers in India and provide them with guidance. The Apple CEO is expected to meet India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi later this week.
Moving on, Pakistan's Punjab Law Minister Rana Sanaullah has admitted state's involvement with terror outfits Jamaat-ud and Jaish-e-Mohammad. The admission has raised questions about Pakistan's seriousness in fighting terrorism. A report.
Law Minister of Pakistan's Punjab province, Rana Sanaullah, in a startling comment has stated that no legal action can be taken against Pakistan-based terror outfits Jamaat-ud or JUD and Jaish-e-Mohammad or JEM, as the state itself remains involved. In an interview to a media organization, Rana said that while these pro-establishment groups have been declared proscribed organization and can no longer carry out any activity in the province, legal action against them is not possible for the government as state itself remains involved. Both Pakistan-based terror outfits JUD and JEM headquarters are said to be located in Punjab province and are responsible for conspiring and executing terror strikes in India. The International Police Association on Tuesday had issued a red corner notice against Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Masood Azhar and his brother Rauf for their involvement in carrying out terror strike in India's air base in northern city of Pathankot, in which 7 security personnel were killed. India has also provided evidence to Pakistan against JUD chief Hafiz Sayyed's role in 2008 Mumbai attack, which claimed 166 lives. Once these comments are verified and confirmed, it will trigger a process by which economic sanctions, including a ban on aviation landing rights, could be imposed on Pakistan by the European Union, reports stated.
The government of Pakistan Western Province Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has stated that it had alerted military-run educational institutions about the possible militant strike months before the gruesome terror attack in the Army Public School in capital Peshawar. Giving their statements in Peshawar High Court on a petition seeking to make public all information related to the school carnage, the provincial government and police said that after receiving the terror alert from the federal government in August 2014, they had informed the managements of military-run institutions, including that of the Army Public School and College in Peshawar. They also added that during the attack on 16 December 2014, the police had performed its duty as per its capacity in the given available resources. Over 144 students and school staff were killed when 7 gunmen affiliated with Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan carried out a terror strike in Army Public School in Peshawar. Moving on to news from Afghanistan. A freight plane of Azerbaijan's Silkway airline crashed in Afghanistan, killing 7 of its 9 crew members, Azerbaijan's civil aviation authorities said on Thursday. The plane crashed after it took off from Dwyer Airport in southern Helmand province. The survivors have been flown to Kandahar airfield for treatment. This is the second crash of Silkway Airlines in Afghanistan after 9 people lost their lives in a crash in 2011. India has been facing one of the major drought situations, leaving thousands of people high and dry. While government has been making efforts to provide water in the affected areas by trains, a group of non-governmentals have joined hands for water conservation projects. A report.
In an attempt to help farmers in drought-hit parts of Western India, non-governmental bodies have undertaken water conservation project to rejuvenate parched wells. In the Yavatmal district of Maharashtra province, the organizations are building reservoirs to tackle deficit rainfall. Under the project, a saucer-shaped reservoir is being built alongside a river. The water from the river will be transferred to the reservoir, eventually distributing it to nearby wells.
इसका सबसे पहला फायदा तो यहाँ है कि भाई जब भी पानी मिनिमम रेनफॉल होएगा 50% या 60%, तब भी यह टैंक भरेंगे। और इसका जो हाइड्रोलॉजी है कि भाई इसको 3 to 4 टाइम्स इसका रिचार्ज कैपेसिटी है, तो सबसे ज्यादा फायदा होगा कि जो आजू बाजू में कुएं है वो सारे रिचार्ज होंगे और किसानों को जब भी प्रोटेक्टिव इरिगेशन और रबी इरिगेशन में जाने की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो उनके पास में पानी रहेगा।
For farmers, the project is set to give a fresh lease of life.
पहले यहाँ खेती को पानी नहीं मिलता था, अभी जो ये काम हुआ इससे बहुत फायदे हो जाएंगे क्योंकि पूरी खेती वलिद में आ जाएंगी और यहाँ सर्व खेती हरा भरा दिखेंगी।
India witnessed 2 straight years of drought, the 4th time in over a century. The country is heavily dependent on monsoon rains, which have been poor for the past 2 years.
Tea is one of the most widely consumed beverages in the world. In an effort to give a boost to tea production and support the tea growers in remote regions of the country, India is setting up new tea processing units.
A tea production unit was recently inaugurated in India's northeastern province of Tripura. $1.25 million were used in the constructing of the factory. Tea growers in Brahmakund village of the province have welcomed the move since there was no other unit in the vicinity.
बहुत बेनिफिट होगा क्योंकि यहाँ जो स्मॉल ग्रोअर्स हैं उनको पत्ता पहले दूर दूर लेके जाना पड़ता था, अभी यहीं पर पत्ता उनको देंगे, उनको कॉस्ट ऑफ जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन था वो बच जाएगा।
Tea plantation started in Tripura in 1916. It is the fifth largest among the 14 tea-producing provinces in India after Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. It has about 55 tea estates and 4,350 small tea growers. The tea currently produced in Tripura is recognized for its good blending qualities.
The small tea growers of West Tripura district will get more sell proceed out of their green leaf, and that will help to get additional revenue, as well as that will also ensure quality production.
India is the second largest producer of tea in the world after China. According to estimates, the tea industry is India's second largest employer.
Special activities and programs were organized at a museum in India's northern Himachal Pradesh province to mark the International Museum Day. The day is celebrated to raise awareness on how important museums are in the development of society.
The International Museum Day was celebrated with great enthusiasm and zest in India's northern city of Shimla. Several cultural programs and competitions were organized depicting the history and traditions of the region.
It's a great experience also, I think, to see this folk dance like this. For us, it's kind of a unique experience to get to see this like this on a day like today. So it's wonderful. I was quite impressed with the variety of things in there, as well as the dates of some of them, you know.
The International Museum Day is celebrated to encourage public awareness about the role of museums in the development of society. This year it was based on the theme Museums and Cultural Landscapes to highlight the responsibility of museums to their environment, including the cities, villages and communities to which they belong, and calls on them to promote and communicate about their own collections and the cultural and natural heritage around them.
कि एक जो म्यूजियम है ये केवल एक मृतप्राय संस्थान नहीं है कि जहाँ पर आके आदमी सिर्फ मूर्तियों को देखे और चला जाए। एक इन्फॉर्मेशन देता है, एक मैसेज पास करता है कि हम लोगों का जो म्यूजियम है वो सोसाइटी के प्रति कितना सेंसिटिव इशू है और कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है।
In recent years, International Museum Day has become increasingly popular with almost 30,000 museums that organized activities in more than 120 countries.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Results of Indian provincial elections 2016 declared. Seven die in Azerbaijan's cargo plane crash in Afghanistan. And Tim Cook inaugurates Apple Maps development office in South Indian city. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.